Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Wednesday, May 21st, 2025. We're on our way to day 8 of U.S. versus Sean Combs, the trial. Yesterday, Cassie Ventura's mother, they didn't even cross-examine her. She said that he demanded a payment of $20,000 not to release a sex tape. Sounds kind of like extortion. Whether it fits under the enterprise letter, however, is another question. Now, there was a lot yesterday, but you can all find that on Inner City Press, on Substack, Patreon, etc. It'll be in a book about week 2. But today, coming up, Dawn Hughes. She's a psychologist. There were some filings overnight. The defense never put their filing in the docket, and the prosecution did. I'm not taking sides here except to say that they're both supposed to do it. As Inner City Press, we did a filing in week 1 saying you must do it, and Judge Subramanian has said you must do it, although on a delay, but I think it implies that for the defense to be making arguments with not even a redacted version in the docket, and then the government to be responding to arguments that we haven't even seen, is not the way that it's supposed to work. So defense, please, docket your filings, docket your filings. In the civil Diddy docket, we may get Kid Cudi, by the way. It'll really depend how long things go with, if another witness invokes the Fifth and doesn't testify. And how long Hughes goes. I was sort of surprised that Hughes was going to be that short. We'll have to see. I've seen multi-day testimony by such experts, including in the Ghislaine Maxwell case, so we'll just have to see. Now, there's a civil case. Anthony Tate is a man that says that Diddy raped him not that long ago in Miami. He tried to sue as a John Doe. Judge Kaplan said, you have to give your name. He gave his name. Then the Combs people, Sher Tremonti, moved to dismiss. And yesterday, Judge Kaplan denied the motion to dismiss in its entirety, and Anthony Tate's case goes forward. You can find that one on Patreon. We put it up. It's in a parallel world to the criminal case. Now, I talked about an enterprise letter, and there are other cases in SDNY, many of them, but I'm going to focus on, as I approach the courthouse, on one involving a rapper, I guess less high profile than the producer, Sean Diddy Combs. Jeezy Mula, also known as McBean, Deshaun McBean. He's in jail, and he's charged with murder for hire. And yesterday, he and his 3 co-defendants were presented in front of Judge Engelmeyer. They were in the jury box. Each of them has 2 lawyers, so there were 8 lawyers. Only 4 could fit on the front page. Look, lawyers are rolling their heavy suitcases up a ramp behind me. I don't know if you can see them. They're rolling. It's pretty bad, and in fact, the trial may be postponed because DOJ hasn't decided yet whether they will be seeking the death penalty. Judge Engelmeyer's encouraged DOJ to make its decision by June 6th. Jeezy Mula's lawyer said this doesn't really fit the profile of DOJ's capital cases. That profile is changing, as we've seen in Luigi Mangione. So that's a case that we're watching quite closely. We're also watching the UN very closely. They don't let us in, but we've submitted a number of questions and scoops, including a leaked memo by Rat Ray. They refuse to answer it at all. But we will not rest. This is 2025, and it's a litmus test of UN censorship. And it's also U.S. versus Sean Diddy Combs. Inner City Press, we're going in.